get involved with something that you're familiar with or something that's simple enough for you to understand. And first of all, say my 2025 goal, and then I'll kind of go into that, why I believe that. So for me in 2025, I'm under contract for a plumbing business. It comes, you mentioned industrial, comes with a little bit over 13,000 square foot industrial building, a couple tenants in there, so kind of diversified there, which I think diversified is an overused word. But that's...
Well, but the diversification offers you another exit strategy. I think that's kind of what we're getting at.
Well, I just mean diversification in general. Like it's go down a whole rabbit hole about the stock market, but I think it's the stock market term that has trickled its way into other investments. So that's a whole hour podcast by itself.
Absolutely.
But that's my number one play. So the company's been around for 20 years, and the guy's plumber by trade, not a business guy, and he's built it to where he can build it. And the deal was brought to me, and it has the real estate piece on it, so I can use the leverage of the real estate and the assets of the business to help get a loan using a SBA 7(a) loan, which is you can actually go up to 85% loan to value on it, so that's good in that regard. So basically right now, I was reading an email this morning, but you get it appraised and kind of go from there. So a few weeks out from that, hopefully, I'd like to close on my birthday in a few weeks. I think it'd be a cool birthday present, but
yeah, the big 5-0.
Yeah, getting close. But yeah, that's my number one thing is there's already an operator in place, but put in the systems, processes, and take it from a 2-3x multiple, like you said, 5-6, wherever it goes, multiple. Because that's one thing I like about business and businesses that can sell. A lot of people build real estate business, so they'll build a flipping business, or they'll build a wholesaling business, or something like that. Even construction, to a lesser degree, those things don't sell well. Like I don't know anybody that's ever sold a wholesaling business.
Right.
I don't know anybody that's ever sold a flipping business.
Unless they're buying the contact list. If they're buying that, I think that the contact list has more value than the historical flipping or wholesale profits. Yeah, it's not valued the same way that a business would.
No, like you're just buying, and even then I would do it on a profit share. Like, okay, I'll buy this and give you 20% on every dollar I make, or whatever it is. But that's kind of my goal is to take this, not only increase profits, which I think based on the size of the company, they're underperforming. And so take that, increase revenue, put in systems, processes, and back-end support to help grow. And then that'll increase the multiple of the company. So take it, like I said, from 2-3x multiple to 4, 5, 6, 7x. So.
Yeah, and that's great. I mean, I was listening to a Ryan Pineda podcast the other day where he was talking to a guy that does this at a high scale. And what he was saying is, with real estate, typically you're going to have to put some kind of equity in. If it's not your own equity, you got to raise it. Even if you get seller financing, you still have to put some kind of money into it. Businesses, if you're just doing a straight purchase, yeah, you're probably going to have to put equity into it. But what he looks for is the distressed sellers that, and I think that's kind of one of the reasons that we wanted to start this podcast, is that from the outside looking in, if you see that store that you drive by every single day, you might be thinking, oh gosh, that owns that must be super wealthy, but he might be going through the same struggles, personnel, dealing with cash flow issues, all those things are prevalent no matter what size the business is. And Alex Mosey said it, that doesn't matter whether you are doing your first deal or you're $1 billion entrepreneur. We're all trying to figure it out. None of us have it all figured out. We're all kind of just trying things and seeing what works. And especially when it comes to marketing, advertising, stuff like that industry is constantly changing. And this episode with Ryan Pineda, the guy said that he had someone that came to him, just was in tears, like everyone thought that he had a super profitable business, like, but in the Dave Ramsey quote, like, if you have a $20 million business and you're spending $21 million, you're bankrupt. So from the outside, oh, this guy is making $20 million, but he's probably not. And so this guy came into this business, saw the processes that could be improved. And the first thing that he did was this guy was taking out payday loans to pay his employees. And when those matured, he owed, like, I think it was $2,000 or $4,000 a day in interest. And so this guy said, I will come into your business. I'm going to clean things up. I'm going to make sure you don't lose your house. I'm going to make sure you don't blow your brains out. And I'll split all the profits with you 50-50. So he came in, negotiated with these creditors, and just said, you're going after this guy. He's going to go bankrupt. You're not going to get anything. But if you work with me and restructure these loans, then I will make sure that you get paid back plus all your back to interest. And every creditor was willing to work with him on it. And now they're doing $40,000 or $80,000 a month in profit. He's making $40,000 just for going in and having a conversation that most people don't have the confidence or the skill set to have.
So this guy took 50% of the earnings afterwards.
Right.
So yeah, so they'll take it home $500,000. Yeah, went from losing money to making $500,000.
Pretty, yeah. Absolutely.
There's more. There's plenty of ways to get in business. Actually, Cody Sanchez just came out. You mentioned earlier. Just came out with a book released last week.
I saw that.
So I just finished it this morning. But what I think is interesting about it is, so she's the small business buying person on social media, if you will. But half the book was talking about after you bought it, like getting it your first 30, 60, 90, 120 days, and then harnessing everything after that, and taking it, like it even talks about selling and kind of maximizing. She has that, it's a cake in there, and she like puts the layers in it. But yeah, it's, there's so many things to business and real estate and all that. And my number one reason